What's up, guys? Just chilling. Don't worry about my freaking what I got going on. I feel like I am a mashup today. That's what this look is about. Just a clash of different colors. None of this matches. You know what I'm saying? Style speaks. Your style could be saying anything. I used to know this guy. I lived in this trailer park in Illinois once, and there was this guy who had a bunch of weird shit in the yard. He was sending a whole bunch of mixed messages with the things he had going on. Like he had a Confederate flag, and like he was playing rap music, and he, and he was just in his yard most of the time, just like rapping his songs while rocking his Confederate flag at the same time, and it's like just not giving a fuck. And everybody was confused, but he didn't care. I like people like that. We got the Spirit Talker. I turned it on. They just haven't said anything yet. We're doing a collective.
She pushed.
Who did? Who pushed on the Divine Playground? When the spirits say that, that means somebody is pressing a little bit too much, an issue, or to have something done. That doesn't mean to me necessarily that somebody actually pushed somebody. I got the unicorn deck today. Oops, I dropped a card. Kind of hurt myself last night. I was stretching and I went to bend down and stretch my back out, and then it got cracked. And it's hurting today. It like fixed my posture. It was like the crack I needed. However, I need to like heal up. It's kind of sore. Like my body has to get used to being in the right position again.
Prison.
Spirit saying somebody should go to prison. Spirit's getting serious right off the bat. Alright, we got this High Priestess energy. And the Hierophant. Oh, wow. Those are divine counterparts. Like, the Hierophant is more of a masculine energy. Like a priest. To where the High Priestess is more the feminine. It doesn't necessarily mean they need to like be together, but it's a perfect match though. Anyways, we got the Hierophants, so the masculine priests and respected spiritual leaders and whatnot, and the feminines. Going within to find answers from the universe. Somebody's juggling multiple priorities in order to do something for a family.
Sin.
We got 3 of Wands. There's an overall vision or goal connected to this family unit. And somebody's metaphorically cooking up success for this family unit. We got an
You are
8
curious.
to 11-year-old. And it says, a bad character may think you are crazy, but you would
The
be
lady
crazy to
attacks
believe
people.
that. Karmic family members and distorted realities. Fired or quit, job loss, financial hits. This is a focus. It says, dear Captain, there will be a significant change in weather from the mist. Please take caution. The mist is a powerful spirit that I have noticed surrounds us, and other people actually pointed the mist out to me. I was working at a restaurant, and there was a girl who hosted. She was of Hispanic descent, and she was teaching me the duties of hosting, and you're supposed to clean the bathroom up before you leave. It was one of your side work jobs. So she took me into the bathroom, and she was iffy about cleaning the mirror. And I was like, that's strange. So I sprayed the mirror, and then I got the paper towels, and I went to wipe it, and I seen a mist leave the mirror. Like, it was like when you spray, you see the mist go on the mirror. However, I had put the spray down, and I was getting the paper towels, and I was going to wipe, and I was like, what the fuck? And she was not surprised. And that was the indicator that told me that that's why she didn't want to wipe the mirrors. However, on another note, I'm a spiritual high priestess, and I talk to the spirits all the time. So I'm like, okay, I'll figure it out. I'll see what the spirit's about. The atmosphere around me is literally changing at this moment.
Leave me alone.
It feels more... It's like if you're standing on the side of a lake and the wind is blowing and there's kind of like water mist in the air. It's fresh feeling. That's what I'm getting right now.
Different.
Yeah, it was a change. Yeah, it was a different feel in the atmosphere. So that's something that this spirit can do. So anyways, this spirit is probably connected to like sailors, the ocean. I'm seeing lighthouses. We have curious about a new person. So the mist kind of follows me now. So maybe the mist is curious about a new person and is warning us that there may be a significant change in the energy, the atmosphere.
Wicked.
Somebody's wicked. Thank you, Spirit, for clarifying with us your concerns. We appreciate that. We got Page of Wands. So that's a message that's being creatively delivered. Just like this Miss Spirit just did. For me to portray to you guys. This Miss Spirit can do these certain things. So if you guys are experiencing this, maybe the Miss Spirit is protecting you because the Miss Spirit is familiar with you now. There's all kinds of spirits out there. Like, the Miss Spirit isn't the only, like, spirit that can do stuff like that. John Benet Ramsey's spirit follows me around. She really likes me. I do kind of have similar features to what her mother had. So I can see why. One of my kids does look a little bit, have similar features to her. Like, we're probably just like Soul Tribe clones or whatever. That happens. Anyways, she's a little poltergeist. She messes with TV. Alright, so creative messages being delivered. This is a focus. And I'm telling you that there's more than just the Miss Spirit. So these spirits are working together to illuminate to us what we should look out for, or to let you know that they're with you. Maybe you're feeling alone. None of us are ever alone. You definitely have some spirits out there on the other realms who are your fans, and they're going to fight for you. We have the King of Wands here. So this King of Wands is creative and uses the truth. This King of Wands stands for what is divinely true overall. At the end of the day, he's not going to put his pride aside for some bullshit. It's going to be because he truly needs to put his pride aside. He knows that somebody's dangerous out there. And they will try to trick people into falling into their traps. And these spirits who are watching you guys and trying to protect you guys, they care about you. And they don't want you to fall for these traps. So they'll try to get your attention before you encounter these people who are trying to trap you.
Tranquility.
So, trust your spirit guides. These spirits that we're dealing with and focusing on are trying to bring a tower moment to some bad shit. We got the Magician, Eight of Cups, walking away from illusions. Embarrassing. We got Berea Tacos, the Berea Army. That's a branch out there of the DiscosDreamTeam who see the need to help. At one point, I worked for a Mexican restaurant at one point, and I made some friends who are Hispanic, and I seen that they have a system that they use, and most of them know the trafficking thing. They know the tactics that these traffickers that traffic them use. If we flip that around and use these tactics in a positive way, they're seeing that we can overcome the evil. So, if people like police who are going to deal with these violent criminals need assistance in perfect timing, these guys can show up and help. These guys got special tactics. They've been on that side with the serial seriousness, and they want to see another side that's as tough, that can overcome that shit. They're willing to jump ship if that ship pulls up. Thing is, they need hope that ship is going to sail, that it's going to show up, and they're going to be able to hop on it, and it's going to be able to sail away. To some of them, this is what they're seeing. They're on that ship with the bad guys that they want to get away from. They see the ship coming from a distance that's going to be the ship that they're going to jump onto to get away from these traffickers.
You're being followed.
However, another ship comes from this side of the sea and gets in between the ship you're on and that ship that's going to carry you to your destiny of freedom, and they start shooting cannonballs at that ship. And you're like, no! Fucking shoot down this ship! I'll just swim over there! This happens to people. It's not necessarily that it's a water world battle, but it is. All right.
Secrets.
Yeah. You don't know what people are hiding. You don't even know if they're hiding the fact that they're scared to tell about torture they've seen or something like that. A lot of us just choose to ignore issues like that because it's a scary thing. Some of us aren't meant to stomach that kind of stuff. It's where others of us are. Like some people I know that I work with, they don't like to watch 2020 or Unsolved Mysteries because it's scary. The realization that people are that evil is scary to them. So they have people in their lives that support them and protect them. But others of us are those protectors.
Mary.
We got this emperor who was kind of thinking for himself at this time. We got a Queen of Swords who's expressing heartbreak. And this is turning the wheel in a situation.
You're surrounded by love.
We got stuck in limbo. Sometimes you got to see how things pan out. Somebody was blocked out from communications and everything.
Hers.
We got being guided for your protection. This dad is deranged. Maybe, depends on what they choose later. New ideas. New epiphanies. Breakfast at Tiffany's. We got dark energy, magic, evil. People hiding addictions. Superfly egos. Bullies. Joking, how funny, not. They're just fishing for drama. Inappropriate touchers and sexual predators. Have people singled out, alone and vulnerable. Sounds like trafficking issues. Matter of fact, I just did training at work today on the computer. And I watched a trafficking video and it told me all the signs to look for. Be a light to them. You will be triumphant. Hurt people. Hurt people.
Channel.
You know, if somebody's feeling closed out, singled out, vulnerable, and like they're a target of some dangerous people, they might start lashing out and acting panicky for good reason. So we need to listen to people. We can't just be like, oh, now stop. Talk to the hand because the face don't want to deal with that kind of attitude. Understand. Hurt people. And be like, oh, whoa, honey. Or, buddy, why are you so upset? Like, I've seen you before, and you're usually pretty cool and calm. What happened? And then they say, I'm starting to feel singled out, you know, and bullied down and picked on. And you're like, oh my God. That's the response people need. We don't need people saying, oh, no, talk to the hand. The face don't want to hear it, you little brat. That's messed up. That's what pedophiles do.
Growl. Middle.
That's important.
Are you too scared?
Too scared to move to the middle. Why? You know, that's what...
Associated.
Right! Thanks, Spirit. Motherfuckers are too scared to move to the middle to be fair and just because they're associates of crime. Whatever that crime may be. Some of us are hiding some pretty dark secrets. I'm not. People can tell I'm a person that's very open and honest, and I'm not scared of confrontation. And that's because my intentions are pure at the end of every fucking day. Even if I tell a motherfucker to go get fucked, that's all they're good for. It's because they was doing something that made me place that judgment call. And they can stop acting like that's all they're good for. Like, they literally...
Murder.
These are the people... Yeah, they're murderers. They're hiding addictions. They're brick walls to talk to. That's the type of person that I would say that to. Because that's all they are good for. Like, they can't have a real family. They can't be serious with anybody. They're not about doing business properly. They sell themselves for money. I know men and women who do sexual favors for money. Like, it's no thing. No big thing. It's not acceptable. I will not enable that shit. I'll tell it like it is. You need to quit being a consumer and just being destructive. I'm not saying you guys. I'm saying those people that I would say that to. That's why I would say that stuff to them. Like, I have no time of day for them, no energy. I don't want to think about them. They live a whole different life. They live in a whole nother crazy world where they just lie about everything and butter things up and ginger this and call it good. Throw a little duct tape on the leaks.
Laugh.
They're the type that's rolling around in a ship out there, like you're on the trapping ship. This ship's like built up nice and shit because they don't want to lose their victims. There's that ship over there that's coming to rescue you. Then this ship that's coming in from the left field to shoot at the ship that's coming to rescue you. That's that ship that has fucking weird ass cooking. There's holes all over the ship from the other people they were fighting. There's like duct tape all over the outside. They're fucking barely floating along. And then they're going to shoot up that ship over there that's coming to save you. And then they're going to call them broke, busted, and disgusted. And then you over on your trapping ship with all the trappers, you guys look like the best. And you're like, dude, that ship was fucking nice that they just blew up over there. Like, that ship, this ship that we're on right here didn't have anything on that ship that was coming, but they just shot it to shit.
Secrets.
That's fucking, like, heartbreaking, dude. That's fucking heartbreaking. Then they go jump on that ship, they plunder it, patch up the holes some more, and then roll off. And then you're still sitting there on the trapping boat. And they're driving off after they just plundered that ship they just wrecked, and a big kraken just comes out of the sea and it's like takes their whole ship down, and you're like, God damn, well, at least I'm safe on the trapping ship, kind of.
Hammer.
Alright, we got 9 of Pentacles. Thinking independently here. 7 of Swords. How do we clean up our personal situation to make things better for ourselves? Is the focus. At the crossroads. We got Knight of Swords. So taking impulsive, quick action based off what is the truth when it comes to what happened in the past, to do with some children.
Cheerfulness.
We got taking a leap of faith. Something is somebody's worst fucking nightmare. That somebody's being guided to love by the universe. These family feuds were all for nothing. People will stir up the shit pot, get a whole distorted reality together, and then when that shit falls apart, they won't get mad about it. Like, dude, you wasted your time and energy creating those illusions and keeping them together.
Tapping.
Them motherfuckers with that ship that got eaten by the Kraken, they should have just jumped that ship, went and got on, then helped those guys come over and save the people off the trapping ship. That would then everybody would have had a better life. Alright, so we got get them a gift. That would be nice. To kind of fill somebody's cup a little bit. We got 3 of Pentacles, a celebration. A lot of communication. Something's embarrassing. This exposure of what was going on behind the scenes. The limits somebody would go to keep the illusions together. Basically. We got this Archangel Ariel coming out. So that's to do with the growth and the abundance and the prosperity of all living things. It is springtime, so that doesn't surprise me. We have Aries here.
Jail.
Happy to meet, ... Alarming. Karen is right. Somebody lost a child. We got someone maybe checking back to see if seeds they planted are growing or not. Feeling flirty. Just shine even though. Even though somebody's creating these illusions to look all perfect and pretty. And trying to make sense of their craziness.
Charles.
Like somebody sees straight through the illusions. But even though they do, they're just gonna put a smile on and be respectful anyways. Come here, cat. Love you, Disco. You say it's time to cuddle? Somebody really showing their ass? Maybe. Are they showing their ass, buddy? He's just standing there with his head up against the wall, like. I think he meant to do that. He is a very smart guy. Who lost a child? I don't know. Anyways.
Dylan.
Dylan? Last night, I was thinking about this family I knew when I lived in New York. Chris Salerno. He was a real funny guy. And he had a girlfriend, Jeanette. What's her name? She was a nurse. And I can't remember exactly what he did. I think it was mechanic stuff. But they had a kid named Dylan.
Please keep talking.
Who was allergic to anything and everything. And I babysat this kid and his little brother once. And I was thinking to myself, this kid, it would be so easy for this kid to just eat the wrong thing because he's allergic to everything. I told his mom, I'm so glad that none of my kids were born allergic to anything because that would be so stressful to me. And I haven't talked to them since I left New York. I'm wondering if something happened to him. Because I was just thinking about him last night, and here we are talking to a Dylan, and that was that kid's name. He was born with a cleft lip, too. They had that fixed.
River.
River? What about a river? Your ancestors see somebody growing. Somebody is a piece of shit. Physical abuse. Somebody needs love. Checking the duality 222. Someone wants to help you. Somebody's living the shelter life.
Johnson.
Somebody's mad. Needs to stay grounded. Connected to world issues. Out of control. I personally communicate sometimes with Whit Johnson from ABC News, and I tell him stuff that I'm seeing on the street. I'll just write him a comment on Instagram or whatever. So I don't know if they're talking about him. There's so many Johnsons in the world. Love you, buddy. Also, when I grew up.
You are imaginative.
Thank you, Spirit. Anyways, I think we're gonna end this here. I think we said enough. Oh, buddy. He's the sweetest little cat. I'm telling you guys. Oh, look at his happy kitty face. He actually likes kisses. Most cats don't. Good boy. Good boy. You're so cute. The Gray Panther. My dad used to like Pink Panther. He always do the Pink Panther song. The Pink Panther song. The Pink Panther song. Do 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 do.
Medieval.
Alright, bye guys. Hope you enjoyed the reading and talking to the spirits. We'll do another video at a later time. Be safe out there. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like the video. And don't forget to subscribe if you haven't subscribed to me. Don't mind Disco's ass. Sorry. Look out, Disco. You don't want me to turn it off? Oh, you gonna tear up my napkin? He's winking at me. What are you? Cat, what
Please don't go now.
Don't go down? Alright. A few more minutes. Somebody's an anti-hero. Oh, just goes back to back with this message right here. Somebody's an anti-hero. Don't damage the growth. Glitter versus gold. Listen to your heart. We got love, passion. You make somebody want to sing. Work, eat, sleep. Nothing else matters. Uh-oh. South America. Why are the South Americans pushing slavery tactics? They wonder why Trump is just shipping them up in boxes and sending them off, whether they're American or not.
Careful.
Yeah. Trump had enough, just as much as the rest of us. They're trying to trap way too many people. Like, they literally tried to trap me. Like, I am not an easy victim. Like, I'm going to look at this from the aspects of whoever's at the top of their business shit that they're doing. When they don't target the right people, that's how their shit's going to get fucked up. And that's how they end up dead. Makes sense to me. Bye, guys. Don't be an easy target.